State education agencies are obligated under federal law to provide guidance and oversight to ensure that English learner students are participating in educational programs and services equal to non-English learner students, and that the programming and services delivered for English learner students are evidence-based and effective in practice. In response to federal law, the New Mexico Public Education Department developed a Serving English Learners Technical Assistance Manual to support districts in developing English learner programs. While the manual references several tools, educators needed more guidance and examples on effectively implementing evidence-based instructional practices and using data to assess the level and quality of implementation. Regional Educational Laboratory Southwest, REL, partnered with the New Mexico Public Education Department to provide educators and leaders at the district and school level with research-based practices and tools for transforming teaching and learning for English learner students in New Mexico. Together, they developed the Promising Practices to Support English Learner Students in New Mexico as a resource to help districts implement practices for English learners to serve the state's English learner population more effectively. The accompanying user guide provides a step-by-step process for deciding on, making, testing, and refining a change in practice in real time.
The work on this project began in 2018 when our partners at the New Mexico Public Education Department asked for the Regional Educational Laboratory Southwest support with enhancing one of their existing tools. That's called the Serving English Learners Monitoring Checklist. We also formed a stakeholder advisory committee made up of New Mexico educators, and so we took a lot of information from the Public Education Department, from districts. So we used all of this information to co-develop the Promising Practices resource and the user guide that accompanies it.
So as a result of that feedback, we made 2 substantive changes and many other small changes. So the 2 substantive changes were, 1, we placed the equity, access, and engagement focus area front and center. That was very important to New Mexico educators. And then the second change we made is to add way more resources to the document. So we did a broad resource review, and these resources offer support on how the practices can be implemented, and they take the form of videos and webinars and articles, frameworks, research briefs, and tools, and all of these resources have been vetted for quality, and their purpose is to help New Mexico educators understand more about what these practices might look like and sound like in the classroom.
Okay, everyone, so we're gonna take some time now for you to work with your team, and you can move the tables and chairs however works for you to start working on your improvement project. So this project has been a really great opportunity for the Regional Educational Laboratory Southwest to collaborate with the New Mexico Public Education Department and with educators across the state.
So the value of partnering with REL Southwest really is just having that national partnership and that national research lens, while also just focusing on New Mexico. We've developed some great resources that our students can use, such as the Promising Practices, but I think the one thing that we can really look at is we are able to provide districts in our charter schools some transformational practices to best support our English learner students. So the partnership has really provided us that additional capacity with New Mexico specific research and evidence-based practices.
The Promising Practices document and the user guide are intended to be used in tandem by a team at a school or a district. And so the user guide leads educators through a process of examining their own data and the root causes of issues to identify practices from the Promising Practices document to implement.
So one of our team members is here with me today. So she and I will meet with our principal and our counselor, and we need to come up with a way to get this spread out more across the curriculum to get our other departments involved. So what I'm seeing today will be very helpful, very effective.
So using the continuous improvement approach is helpful because it incorporates data not only at the beginning when trying to define performance challenges and the reasons for those performance challenges, but throughout the process to really make sure that the changes in practice implemented are making the improvements that you want to see for students.
I think the resources can benefit Carlsbad because we'll have a focus and we'll have a goal to work on, and also we'll find what's the underlying cause of why our ELLs haven't advanced as much as they should.
Well, our team is really excited to be able to go out to schools, and we'll be conducting some technical assistance and focused monitoring visits. And the tools are an additional support for districts and charter schools.
And so now these strategies and the resources that are going to be provided are so much more important to us and so much more impactful. And we're going to be impacting students not just within our specialized programs, but across the board.
Well, what's really great is that it's provided us a tool like the promising practices documents that are available on our website, so that way our districts and state charter schools can use these resources to transform instruction and programs for all of our English learner students.
We've seen an increase in the EL population, and I think it's very important for all of our educators, principals, administrators to realize that the support that we need is not just for individual teachers or teachers that specialize in EL students. It's for all of us, and we all need this support, and we need to incorporate this in every classroom.
I really love what I do because as an identified English learner, I love that as an adult I get to provide support and instruction to districts and charter schools that provide that guidance to students that were just like me, that are from rural communities, that are coming to school with 2 languages. And I just think I'm blessed to be able to give back to those teachers that I felt really made a difference in my life.
This video was funded by the Institute of Education Sciences, IES, and developed by REL Southwest. This work is part of REL Southwest's English Learner Partnership that supports New Mexico districts in strengthening their practices for English learner students. REL Southwest works in partnership with educators and policymakers to develop and use research that improves academic outcomes for students. To learn more about the REL program, visit our website, subscribe to our Twitter feed, and sign up to receive our newsletters and other publications.